Hi, this is Angela Johnson, a proud member of the Extra Digit Movement, and I am back with you this evening with our 30 for 30 challenge, in which we help 30 families in 30 days become cash flow positive. And how do we do that? We do that by implementing the strategy of income shifting. Income shifting allows you to reduce your taxes, eliminate your debt, and then minimize your expenses. So last time I was here, I talked about the challenges that we go through as we're trying to prepare for our two objectives, which is prepare for our future and take care of our current lifestyle. The challenges that we go through, I last spoke about, was taxes, and we have to be able to identify our challenges in order to implement a strategy that will help us get rid of the challenges or work through the challenges that we have. So today I'm going to talk about debt. Now, debt and taxes really run hand in hand. I spoke about the taxes, how we overpay in taxes last time. And when we do that, what that causes us to do is go out and acquire debt. Because if you take the example of an individual that makes $50,000 a year, well, Uncle Sam, of course, takes 1/3 of our income out of our paychecks. If you are a person that works for an employer, you pay right around 28 to 33% in taxes. So if you make $50,000 a year, our mentality is that we make that much money, but in all actuality, $18,000 of that is going to Uncle Sam. So really, we have to spend the entire year living out of $32,000. Now, what does that mean? Well, we still have to have our homes. We still need a vehicle to drive back and forth to work. And so when we need those things, we go out and acquire debt to have what we need as we live through our current lifestyle. And so debt causes us to then acquire a loan. And anytime there's a loan involved with anything, there's an interest rate. And that is where we get hit by the banks, because if you get a loan for something, not only do you have to pay back the principal amount of that debt, but then there's interest charged on top of that. And that is where we run into the issues of having to deal with debt. And so we show you how to minimize your debt, or either shift your income where you can pay off your debt in a sooner time than what's required according to the note. Because once you reduce your taxes, we show you how to cash flow that money back in, and then you pay those extra dollars on your debt. And this is the great thing about income shifting, because we start the shifting process. You should be able to see that by the fact that, first of all, we minimize your taxes by we stop overpaying in taxes to Uncle Sam. Once that money cash flows back in, then we take that and snowball that down to our debt, and we pay off our debt. Rather than paying off maybe a car in 5 years, you pay it off in 2.5. Once you do that, then you take that amount and you snowball that down. Can you imagine making a strong payment on a credit card as opposed to paying just the minimum payment? Because on those high interest rate credit card debt, if you just pay the minimum payment, you're going to pay 3 times what you actually borrowed. Some of us are still paying on debt that we got 10 years ago, furniture that we're not even sitting on anymore. But because we're only paying the minimum payment, and that's all we can afford to pay right now, then we continue to have this debt as a challenge as we try to move ahead. So we show you how to cash flow back in your money. Once you get that money back in, not overpaying in taxes, we take that money and show you how to apply that to revolving debt and knock that out right away. That way you don't have the stress of trying to pay on something that you can only see that you'll be paying 30 years from now. And so that's my video on debt. I'll be back to see you with our next challenge. Everybody, have a great evening.